For most football players, the training room is the last place they want to be. Sean Heenan wants to deal with these type of injuries when he graduates, but he is putting medical school on hold for one more year with the Flyers. Every college player's road to their school of choice is different. Senior Rob Lowry's road to UD is especially unique. Joe and the Flyers are looking to cap off their season with a PFL championship. For the Rick Chamberlain Show, I'm Tyler Logan. While most basketball players take pride in their offensive game, senior point guard London Warren takes the most pride on the defensive side of the ball. Once the football season ends, Kalen will begin his search for grad school. For the Rick Chamberlain Show, I'm Tyler Logan. Chris Wright's decision to stay home and play for UD has had an effect on not only himself, but the Dayton community as well.
But now I just like the love that I get just from people, that just be walking around on the street or something. If I see them, in the stores, they just say thank you for staying home, what I'm saying? And then that just, to me it's a blessing, and it touched me just because, people that they might not necessarily be interested in basketball or never was really interested in Dayton basketball, but seeing somebody stay home, because everybody else usually go away, but to see somebody stay home and when they see me and, they say thanks for staying home and they still saying thank you.
Now in his third year with the Flyers, Wright credits a great deal of his development to head coach Brian Gregory.
When I was coming in, BG was, telling me I need to do this, telling me I need to do that, and I never really understood. I'm like, man, if I've been doing this long, why do I need for you to tell me, sometimes I'm not, why I need you to tell me to do this, but I understand, some of the things, that he just instilled in me as a player, to go out there on the floor and, be able to do things that, I couldn't do in high school. The reason why, I'm the player I am today, and a lot of aspects is because of BG and what, he's still in me on the court.
The element of Chris Wright's game that has improved the most under Coach Gregory has been his jump shot.
I feel like I'm a better jump shooter, but just got to have confidence in it and continue to knock it down and continue to shoot it. Only way you know if you're a good shooter if you shoot it. I try to pick and choose my spots when to shoot a jump shot, during the game, and just can't force it up.
While his jumper has improved, there is no doubt Wright is known for his thunderous dunks. Earlier this season, Chris wrote his name forever in the Flyer record books, passing Charles Little as UD's all-time leading dunker.
I told BG we was joking about it. If you was telling me, I was leading the school in field goals and field goals made, then I'd be hyped. I've been dunking since I was a kid, so if you add up all the dunks from when I was a kid to now, I'd be all-time leading dunker in the world. It's just something that I do, it's just part, it's just part of me. I know it get everybody going, and I try to keep them coming, but it's part of me.
Of the more than 100 dunks Wright has thrown down in his UD career, his dunk over Marquette's Maurice Acker stands out as a personal best.
Went over, Acker, he tried to take a charge, and he realized, he wanted to no way like he could take a charge. It was just, I just jumped over his head, to clear somebody, like that, and how far it was. It's in my top 5.
The question of when he will take his dunking act to the NBA is something Chris has yet to decide.
I really don't know, when the time comes, we're gonna make the right decision, whatever that decision is. But right now I'm just enjoying, loving college basketball, man. And whatever it is, whenever it is, we just make that decision when we come to it,
With his NBA decision postponed to the end of the year, Chris Wright and the Flyers are poised to make a postseason run. For the Brian Gregory Show, I'm Tyler Logan. Classical 88.1 WDPR, Dayton Public Radio, has been a staple in the Dayton community for 23 years. Under the leadership of Georgie Wessner, the station's general manager, WDPR has successfully grown.
Dayton was, in 1980, the largest city in the United States that didn't have its own public radio station. And Clark Haynes, who was quite a fixture in the Dayton community, decided this just couldn't be. And he campaigned for a number of years until we signed on the air in 1985, November 11th, 1985, with this tiny little station broadcasting from the basement of the old Hillsdale Shopping Center.
From this humble beginning, WDPR found a home in the city of Dayton.
It was really a testament to a lot of community citizens working very hard to bring something to Dayton that they thought was important.
Since then, WDPR has changed location and upgraded the studio to better serve the community. For most football players, the training room is the last place they want to be. Sean Heenan wants to deal with these type of injuries when he graduates, but he is putting medical school on hold for one more year with the Flyers.
I have the rest of my life to become a doctor, to go into my profession, and I only have one more year to play football, so it was pretty easy when it came down to it.
A career in medicine isn't unique in the Heenan family, and Sean has known from an early age this is what he wants to do.
My father's a general practice physician and my mother is a nurse practitioner, so I mean, growing up in a family like that was always great, being taken care of, and something that I always hoped that I could give my family when I grow up, and just seemed like the right thing to do, and I've always been interested.
For the offense to succeed, they'll need to utilize the versatility of Valentino. Not only an all-league wide receiver and emergency quarterback, number 7 can be seen returning punts, holding kicks, and working kickoffs. As the Flyers' fastest player, Valentino should keep the defense on edge.
It just gives a lot more for the other teams to prepare for. I mean, just putting in different plays, different situations, just makes them have to prepare for a lot more stuff and have their heads. They can't focus on just one thing we do.
Earlier this season against Miami, Marcus scored the 1,000th point of his career, placing his name forever with the Flyer greats.
That's a great accomplishment. Not a lot of people can say that. Being a 41st person to come in and score 1,000 points in their careers, a great accomplishment.
Although his numbers may be down slightly this year, Marcus is determined to push through his current slump.
Just keep working. You're not going to always make every shot. You're not always going to have the best games, but you just got to keep working. You know what I'm saying? Do the little things, rebound, defend, and stuff like that, just to help your team get that W.
Despite the devastation of the injury, Rob was able to stay positive with the help of the Dayton community.
I mean, there ain't no fans like the Flyer faithful. I mean, they really care about you. Like when I got hurt, they sent me a big card that was passed through the student section. Different families sent me cards, called me, sent me emails. So, I mean, that was just something small. I mean, I knew that was going to happen. That's something I knew that was going to happen because our fans is just so supportive of us. So.
Now back to 100%. Rob has one clear goal in mind for his final season.
I'm hungry to win a ring. I mean, we're never going to forget making the tournament, but, I mean, we lost in the second round. If we win a championship, you'll never forget that. You'll never be forgotten. So that's what we're really focused on. I mean, getting to the NCAA is always a plus, and we strive on getting there, but not only just getting there, like doing some damage.
Rob and the Flyers will try to use that hunger to drive them back to the NCAA tournament for the second year in a row. For The Brian Gregory Show, I'm Tyler Logan.